the caressing, the turning around.
We have to
like you gotta know how you gotta know how to hold it down. Like if we switch positions, you gotta know like, okay, I'm about to hold it down. I'm about to tear it up. Some girls are spoiled.
Welcome to another episode of Sip and Chat. I'm with the one and only Matt Thomas.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? What's up,
man? You want me to call you Matt or like Matthew Thomas?
No, Matt.
Matt is good?
Matt. Yeah. I got older. We leave the Matthew behind. I only hear Matthew, I'm in trouble.
Oh, okay.
Only when I'm in trouble.
You guys know 21 questions. I feel like, as YouTubers, I wanted to like get to know you more. Mm-hmm. You get to know me more. And for you guys to get to know us more. So what better way? We got to see if I'm going to call you Matt or Matthew at the end of this game.
Okay, copy.
All right? Because I feel like he's out to get me. I feel like...
Nah, you good.
These questions are kind of spicy. In a way.
It ain't too crazy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it depends on what's your definition of crazy. But hey, there's only one way to find out.
Do you see yourself married, and if so, when?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I do see myself marrying a wife and kids. That's actually my ultimate goal. I actually see it pretty soon.
Really?
Yes. What does the first kiss tell you?
Okay.
Tells you a lot.
Wow, it really does, because I'm a kisser.
Okay.
I love to kiss. So if you don't have that type of it's a connection. Like it's like our lips touch, and if I don't feel something, or if I feel like ew, that means that you ain't the one. That means that I'm at least not like attracted to you.
Cool.
I'm
right there.
But if I feel like okay, that kiss was like okay, it got me a little.
I respect it.
Then I know that okay, we could probably figure something out. Whew.
Yeah,
nice and clean.
I
like that. What do you find attractive about a woman?
Are we talking physically or emotionally?
Wow. We could add both in there, okay. Make it a little complex.
For those out there, I like long walks on the beach. Physically, the first thing for me, I think, is eyes. Not even color eyes. It's just like I love my nieces. My nieces are my world, and they look at me like I'm the best thing walking.
Wow.
Like they'll look at me, that look of somebody short looking at somebody tall, and it's just like.
It's like you inspire them.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
So that kind of look is like probably the best look that I've ever seen.
Wow.
As far as emotionally, physically, mentally, things of that nature. Somebody that just ignites my fire.
Oh.
Flame. I'm like my biggest fan. I'm like my biggest supporter and stuff like that. So somebody that's on my head, like, yo, Maddie, you gotta do this. You gotta do that. If I post a video, it's like, hey, your video was good, but this and this.
Like they don't sugarcoat nothing.
You know what I mean?
You.
Like, yeah, because I need her to be raw, because I feel like I'm gonna be of that limelight where the newspaper, the magazines is gonna be, harsh. So if she can't be real with me,
then
I don't need this. So that's what turns you on most in a guy.
Wow.
Turn me on.
Like
turn you on. You see him, you like,
The way he talks.
Okay.
My God. And I'm like, what comes out your mouth? Because you could look good all you want, okay? But if you don't have nothing like intellectual to say or anything like more like the communication, that's it for me. You feel me? Like, listen, if you could really chop it up with me, and you could like teach me a few things, and you could keep up a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what inspired you to play basketball.
I was fat. I
was not expecting.
That was huge.
I was not expecting that to be.
I mean, that was one of the. Basketball was my third sport, actually. My first sport was baseball.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a young Barry Bonds.
Okay.
King Griffey Jr. And then.
So you said no more baseball. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. What happened was some kid stepped in my hand, and his cleat went through my hand.
Oh no.
Worst time of my life. So I went to play soccer because I knew they gave out free trophy. Then after soccer, like I just got fat. I just kept eating. Like I was eating all the time. And one day I was in class. I'm gonna share this moment with y'all. It's gonna be all over the world. But, I was in class. I had dropped my pencil on the floor, and I went to go bend over to pick it up, and my pants ripped in the back. Yeah, my Power Ranger underwear showed, and it was probably the worst experience of my life. So from then on, I didn't wear, and it was the V underwear, like the underwear, not boxes.
Oh, okay.
So from that day on, I didn't wear those type of underwear. And from that day on, I ate fruit salad for like a whole summer. And then I started playing basketball, and it took off. If you had to marry the last person you had sex with, would you be happy?
Hell fucking no. Hell no. Hell to the no. Hell. Be careful of who you have sex with, because hell no. I mean that with so much passion. I do. Hell no. I'm celibate now. I'm not doing this no more. I need to make sure that the next person I sleep with is the person that I'm going to marry, because I cannot get all 10 points for that.
I actually did the celibacy thing.
You did?
Yeah.
How long?
31 days.
Oh, I like it. I'm really a month in already, so I'm feeling great. I'm trying to keep it.
Temptations.
Trying to go as long as I can.
Until you find somebody else.
And even, I feel like you never really know.
I feel like it's a vibe though. I feel like you kind of just get that kind of like it's like when a person's not pressed about it.
Yeah.
When a person's just on something like, let's just chill.
You're right. But then you have this thing where people like to show their best face during first interaction. So even like after that, it's like, okay, who are you?
Like, I don't like lying because I don't want to explain myself.
Exactly.
It's like, yo, this is me. You like it? Oh, you don't? That's fine. That's fine.
He's like, oh, you don't.
It's like okay, like yo, it took me years to like myself. So.
Yeah, so like if you don't like it, I'm not gonna change. You know what? I like that you pointed out, because I feel like that's where I'm at too. It's like, if you don't like me for being me, sometimes I have a bubbly personality, like, and then there's times I'm just like, you know what, I'm introverted, I want to be by myself. You don't like that side of me? Okay, I'm not altering myself to fit your needs and your happiness. We could compromise and do things to make each other happy, but it's not going to be on some, I'm changing myself completely wholly for you. Like, you got to take me as I am.
Yeah, definitely. You seem pretty awesome.
Thank you. You do too. Okay. Is it my turn?
Yeah, sure, go.
What are the characteristics that make you a good man in a relationship? I like that.
What are the characteristics? I'm not gonna lie to you. If you slouching, I'm gonna tell you, baby, you slouching. If you look sloppy, I'm like, yo, chill out on arroz con pollo. You gotta. I feel like I invest, and I mean, not even financially, because one, I'm broke. But I invest like mentally, spiritually. Like I want to pray with you.
Right.
I want to talk with you. I'm gonna ask you your scars. I'm gonna ask you. I need to know those, because I need to know what I'm getting myself into. You know what I mean? Like, if we moved into a building together, right, and like the apartment is nice, you're like, damn, it's nice. But what if we found out that the foundation was weak? You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, we'll live here, but at any given time, the right storm would just knock us down.
Right.
So I need to know. So I feel like those characteristics makes me like, I want to learn, heal her, and I want her to learn, heal me. We grow together, so when we hit those bumps in the roads, those arguments, those, you feel like I'm not fully invested. I feel like you're not fully invested. We can talk it out,
right?
Because that makes us, not only are you my significant other, you're my diary, you're my best friend, and
I love that.
And eventually you'll be me lady.
I feel like that's awesome, especially about investing, not financially, but we need to be invested emotionally, spiritually. We need that to keep ourselves grounded. Yeah. Material things is not everything.
The best thing for me. If a girl doesn't have a relationship with God, it's slow.
Yeah, I feel you.
Are you a screamer or a moaner? Spicy.
I tend to do both. I like
And do you fake it?
Nah.
You didn't sound too sure.
You know why I said...
You're a faker?
No, let me tell you what happened. I faked once. That's what happened. It was because I was with a guy for like a long time, and it was like at the point where I was like, I was really unsure. Mm-hmm. But I knew at that point, like, the sex was like not it. But I was like, damn, sex everything. So I was like, damn, I have to like find a way to make him happy. All right. So I faked it. But real me, I'm like, I'll like moan and I'll like scream to the ceiling. I'm like a scream. I think I'm more of a screamer. Yeah, I'm a soprano. Like, that's me. You feel me? Like,
I faked it before.
You did?
I faked once.
Oh my god.
It's like, okay, this shit is not working. We just
get me out now.
Ooh. And then you gotta kind of turn yourself so they can't see.
Oh my god.
Yo, you good?
Oh my god.
I'm good.
I never heard this before.
Good job.
You guys be faking it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I faked it. Because it's like sometimes you're just not into it. Like, you know, or sometimes you could tell the person was faking.
What? I got an extra question. I got a bonus one. What makes, like, is it my turn now?
Yeah.
What makes sex whack? Like, why would you like fake it?
Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, people that be saying that they don't kiss during sex, I feel like, okay, you're moving a big aspect of it. Because I feel like
intimacy,
sex is very passionate.
One-on-one.
You know what I mean? So,
yes.
So I feel like that's one thing. A lot of people process sex with, you know, just killing, smashing. I don't know what's the lingo, but it's like, you know, it's like for me, I feel like whack sex is like when we not into it. Like, if I can't, you know what I mean? Like the caressing, you know, the turning around.
We have to like
you gotta know how you gotta know how to hold it down. Like, if we switch positions, you gotta know, like, okay, I'm about to hold it down. I'm about to, you know, tear it up. Some girls are spoiled. Some girls don't.
So they lay there and they don't turn it up with you.
Yeah, they like the crash dummies, I call them. You know, like that's not fun. What's your opinion on love at first sight? Do you believe in it?
Why are you hitting me with these questions? It's like it's going from like really like warm to like hot.
Oh, you gotta like,
damn.
I can't let you prepare for it.
I'm a hopeless romantic.
Oh yeah?
I think I am. All right, I am. I'm a hopeless romantic. So, damn, we gotta be honest.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, we are being honest. I gotta be honest. It's my show, I gotta be honest. Okay, I do, because I have this thing, I'm like this vision in my mind, like, okay, like I want to meet this guy and fall in love, and it's like sometimes when I see something close to him, like, okay, this is it, boom, it's like, all right. I have at some point thought that a situation I was in was love at first sight, and I didn't even care about it. I didn't even care that, I fell so fast, because I'm like, okay, love at first sight does exist, like, this is it. So obviously it didn't work out, or they didn't work out, so it's like, okay, that kind of dimmed my whole perspective on love at first sight.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm still a hopeless romantic, though. I still have this thing where it's like I crave this type of relationship, and I love. I feel like we're in a time and age where a lot of people they don't feel comfortable saying that, because they feel like they're either being too vulnerable, they're whack, or love is whack, or they seem weak. If I say I love, I'm weak, or I'm missing something, or I'm trying to fill a void. Well, why does that have to be negative? Why can't I just love, and love is light. Love is everything that we are. So why can't I be honest about that, you know?
Okay, I'm gonna touch on that, because I feel like what you just described is me.
Yeah.
I can give love, I can't accept love. Yeah, it's like every person that's ever told me that they love me has hurt me.
Wow.
So it's like,
but it's funny that you could give it, though.
Yeah, I can give it because I know what I want someone to feel from me, because I know what I want. So with that aspect, it's like, if I was to only acknowledge love by what I experienced, I will only acknowledge love by hurt, by pain, by the scars I endured. What I do acknowledge love as is what I see on, you know, TV and movies and stuff like that. Like, and I kind of set that
romantic
barrier, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, if I'm not reaching that, then maybe I don't.
Or if I don't have that feeling, that vibe, or that connection, like,
It wasn't
passion.
until recently that I realized love is deeper than that. You know, it's like about compromising. I haven't compromised in years. I haven't like, oh, you feel this way and I feel this way. Like, nah, yeah, like I don't, you know. So I guess love for me is interesting. So when you say like, you know, you look at it as a weakness and stuff like that, when people express that emotion for me, it'd be like, oh, that's cute.
It's so interesting, and I commend you for even like being upfront about that, because it's like, wow, it's so crazy, because there are situations when men they can't give it.
Yes.
So you are telling me that you know how to give it, but you can't accept, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, like think about it. Me and you in a relationship. I'm investing into you mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially.
And I'm trying to do the same thing for you.
Yeah, so you're gonna, even if I don't ever tell you that I love you, you're gonna be like, I have this man that wants to do all of this in my life. Like he wants to do all of this. He has to love me. You know what I mean? So let me love him back. So a lot of women don't know how to love men properly. You can't love a man if you don't know his scars. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm going through life, and these bandages that I have, these wounds that I have, are not being healed. But you're putting something on top of it. All it's gonna do is get infected.
Yeah.
So you got to remove those layers that you thought you put on to deal with that. And you know what most women say? Most women say this, and it's an insult to guys. Let me word it right. I'm not dealing with no man that has mother issues. People don't understand how important it is that
mommy issues as far as
like, you know, your mother didn't love you properly, so you want to be out here wild.
So I heard the terminology of women saying that, oh, they don't want a mama boy or
whatever, however it is, because people don't realize it's like, I don't want a mama's boy. Okay, cool, but you have to understand is that mama's boy, what he had to endure. Okay. The mother had to be the mother and the father. She had to be the rock in the soft place, and most of the time she probably was just a rock because there was no soft place in America. You know what I mean? Like, you had to be tough.
Wow.
And for these guys, you know, they have to build up this type of image to suffice in the world. And just speaking from my personal experience, you know, you just have to be tough. Even if you don't want to be tough, you have to be tough, because that's the imagery that it's on. You can't cry. You can't express emotion.
And you have people who want to take advantage of you.
Yeah, like you can't do those things. And when a woman says, I don't want to deal with a guy like that, I don't want to deal with a guy that I have to raise and stuff like that. Sometimes we don't want to tell you guys, but we want a woman to come into our life and be like, let me just heal you. If a woman came into a guy's life and was like, let me just heal you, there would be a lot more successful relationships. It'd be tough, but there'll be a lot more successful relationships because...
Well, I have something to say. Like, how do we do that when the guy is not allowing us to heal them?
Some people are a lost cause. Some guys are a lost cause. So I'm not going to say, you know, hold on strong, because they'll probably eventually break. But there are some guys that have potential. You know what I mean? Like, you can look at a guy and you can kind of see, like, his good side. You can kind of see his potential. And you just have to bring it to the surface. Like, the same way that if you saw him liking a girl's picture, the same way that while you comment and leave your hard eyes, the same energy you bring with that, direct that energy towards you guys and be like, baby, let's talk. You know, I was looking over, quote unquote, BET, the Shade Room, and they were talking about how men aren't loved enough. And I want to know, how can I love you better in your life? You know, I'm not talking sexually.
Let me understand. Let me know how I could do this. Like, all right, I see what you're saying.
Like,
because in that way, we learn, because we all have different love languages. We all have that's another question I have for you. We all have a different way that we perceive love. And I feel like it's very important, even on first basis of a relationship, that we understand what each other's love languages, so we know how to love correctly. Because it's like, if I'm loving you by speaking words of affirmation and you don't perceive love that way, I'm over here trying so hard thinking this is gonna work, but it's like, I'm like, why isn't he acknowledging what I'm doing? It's because you don't perceive it that way. It's not getting through to you that way. So it's important that we do know. So that's am I next? Like, we got so far into this. Am I next? Yeah, what is your love language, your perception of love? What is that?
What is my love language?
How do you perceive a woman loving you? Like, if what could I do? Basically, what could I do to love you?
My love language is just to believe in me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need you to be like, oh, I love you. You're the best thing that happened to me. I've heard it 1,000 times.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you're the best thing that happened to me. And they left. You know, so, you know, I would never leave you. They left. You know? So I think my love language is to believe in me, to help me achieve these dreams. And at the same time, you know, feed my soul. Like, you know, feed my mind, feed my spirit. You know, another thing is, it's not even the sexual aspect, but a lot of women that I've came across, I'm not gonna say all women, I came across, are not selfless. Imagine if I have a long stressful day from work, you know, or like you know, YouTubing or whatever, hooping, and I come home, I'm like, damn, yo, everything is annoying me, like, you know, like my lady needs to see that, okay, he's frustrated. Copy. I'm gonna just throw some food on.
You make it better for you. When you make the moment, like, you know, a little calmer instead of being like, why you sitting down over there? Yeah. Why you not doing anything? Get your ass
like
up.
That? You know what I mean?
Why you acting like that? Type shit. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. Secret 101. Head solves everything. Yo. That's my witness. Only if it's good.
Only if it's good.
I mean, we appreciate the attempt. But that teeth joint, we don't like that. But it solves a lot of things, yo. Like, we could be arguing.
This is Sipping Chat After Dark.
This how you feel? Yeah, it solves a lot. I think it solves a lot for you guys too. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
You seen Jody from Baby Boy?
I always refer back to that scene. I know exactly what you're talking about.
He's like, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Funny, yeah, man. Jody took care of business. It solves a lot. Wow. You know, and I think that's my love language. Like, I'm not that type of guy that needs all that. Oh, you're the best. You don't need me telling you, expressing myself. Basically, no, it'd be cool. It'd be nice. Like, it'd be nice for me to know, like, hey man, I feel this way. Like, damn, you know, I do matter to you. But as well as you're saying that, I need to see it. Okay. You know, a lot of people
more of an action person.
Yes. Massive.
You're action.
Don't tell me, yo, heads up. For anybody that's thinking about dating me or whatever, do never post me as an MCM. Never post me as an MCM. You don't? What? Never, yo. Why not? Yo, I was dating a girl. She posted me as an MCM and was cheating on me the whole time, bro.
What? How the hell did she have you at MCM and
Cause guys are the best side niggas ever.
Yeah, that's so true. Y'all don't care. Y'all have no pride. Y'all don't care. Side nigga, I'm coming over. He left yet? Like,
I'm like, oh, word? Oh, y'all got into a fight? Oh, that's crazy.
I'm on my way.
I'm gonna see you soon, you know.
I'm on my way.
Run that bath water. Would you, or have you, ever been intimate with a girl?
I wouldn't even say it was intimate. Kissing count? Like, kissing? It was a truth and dare, and I kissed her. Okay. Kissed the girl. And it was just like nothing.
Was it like a mwah, or was it one of those?
It was just a little
lip bite?
Probably a lip suck. Probably one lip suck. That was it.
Who sucked the lip?
I did. Oh, damn. Bullshit.
You sucking it.
Did you ever have a threesome? I'm trying to be in this whole game right now.
Damn.
Yes. Talk to me.
Did I ever have a threesome?
Of course you did.
I have.
Wow. Mm-hmm. It sounded like you had many.
I'm not gonna say many.
Oh.
I'ma say this. I'm president of my fraternity. I'm gonna say yes. I'm not gonna say no. What if I said I don't know?
Oh, what was going on? Like, how could you not know?
You know, alcohol's involved. Wow. You know, I think personally that I'm not sure. I don't. I'm gonna say I'm president of fraternity.
I cannot.
That was spicy. Okay.
All right, I'm coming with my stuff. Like I'm, you know.
Are you the dominant or submissive person in a relationship?
I am. I would. I'm like this. Like I'm like in between. Like I have moments where I could be like, and I want to be, because I find that it turns me on when I'm submissive, and I know it turns the guy on. Okay. But I have times when I'm like, okay, like I'm more like. And are we talking about just sexual or just like?
So like collectively.
So like yeah, I'm like I could wear both pants. Like, you know, I will like yes, baby, I'll do that for you. I got you, baby.
All that?
Baby, yeah.
All that.
I'm dropping bombs, Nagasaki. Home of the Apollo, see them fiending for that Rocky. This that Venice swag, we rockin' Tommy. Rest in peace to Tommy.